What's good, guys? Welcome back. Aladadzi here. So, 6,000 students of K.N.U.S.T have had their courses deferred because they couldn't meet up with the 70% payment plan by the school. And prior to that, they were given a deadline, which was the 11th of April. So, by the 11th of April, the students should be able to pay the 70% payment plan by the school. I mean, if not all. Now, the day of the deadline came and they were getting messages like, "Dear students, your program has been deferred as you have not met the minimum requirements of the K.N.U.S.T fees, credit, and debt management policy. Thank you." Indeed, some, I should say, just few out of the 6,000 really cannot afford the fees or cannot even pay that 70% payment plan set up by the school, and others use the fees. They were giving the fees, but then they used to do something else, hoping that they were going to get the monies back and then go and use it to pay the fees. Just as this guy.
Mine is like I used the money to do one or two things, but I knew I will get profit from it and I'll put it back. But I didn't expect this to be that quick that they would defer us. But I know it's my own fault. I can't tell my parents, but I will see to it.
How can you tell your parents? They give you the money, go and use the money for what it is intended, for what it is meant to be used for, and then you use it to do something else. Well, I mean, yes, you cannot tell them, but then this is on the net, so probably they are going to see it or somebody is going to show it to them. Yeah. Now, there was a research conducted by the school that said that some students were given the fees, but then they used it for some illegal activities. So when I heard about the illegal activities, I was like, what kind of illegal activities was that? And then I saw this tweet on the net. This person says, for a science and technology university such as ours to assume without science and data that all 6,000 students have invested their fees in sports betting, Bolton Bakery, that's way too low. Let nobody on this earth make such unfounded claims ever again. Well, if it is true that after the research, they found out that the students use the money for these things, I'm like, these things are not illegal. Sports betting here in the country is not legal. It's not illegal. Bakery, setting up a bakery is not illegal. Buying a boat is not illegal. So when I heard about when I saw the boats, I was like, are there school fees near Senkwa? Because I do know that the government takes part of the fees and then the rest is given to the students to pay. So if the government is taking part of the fees, are there Ebeka Senkwa for them to be able to use to buy a boat or to even set up a bakery? If you are deferring us, then refund all our money we've paid since now petrol trobiji. It says enough is enough. 4 years academics fees of students can never buy an Uber. Yeah, and then I mean the fees there, they don't pay it in like 4 years. It's just it's yearly. It's kind of like a semester. So when school need BI, they go pay the fees in that semester. When the finance, this really, when I saw this, I mean, I've already seen it, I've already heard it, but then when I saw it again, I felt a bit sad. Yeah, I felt a bit sad. It says, when the finance minister said there's no job after school, what did you expect us to do? Well, no matter what the circumstances. This one says, after we took advice from the after we took advice from the finance minister, what do they expect us to do no matter what happens? So yes, I mean, yeah, your very own finance minister is like there's no job. So if there's no job and then paying all that amount for school fees, and then after the 4 years they come back home, sit at home, go places, go from place to places. Some after school have been, I mean, they've been at home for over 5 years, still no job. This says K.N.U.S.T administration should contact MS Sports and M Sports and Sporty Bets for their fees. I mean, amidst all these situation of the students being deferred, there was this trend on Twitter, which was hashtag Conti against the Ferrars. Now Conti is one of the halls, is that is unity halls of the school, and there were some pictures that were, you know, flooding the sites, flooding Twitter. So let's go through those pictures. They had some where some things written on pieces of papers, and they were posting Lego cry, Lego cry the ECG card. So let's just go. So well, I don't know how true that is. I don't know how true Lego. If you attend Lego, let me know if it is true. The ECG card. So let's just go. So this says hostel fees kakra, school fees kutu. K.N.U.S.T added. Well, in fact, there are some expensive hostels. Oh, take some are really expensive, more than the school fees. The the Fed students say kunkra. Remember the charcoal seller's son? Yeah. So yeah, as at yesterday when I was researching to come up with this video, I saw that there were this on one of the news portals that 3,550 students out of the 6,000 students have had their courses, their deferred courses, reversed, because they have paid, if not all, at least they have gotten to that 70% payment plan by the school. Well, the SRC stepped in, K.N.U.S.T also stepped in, and I also bumped into this, that the school has extended the deadline, so they have a grace period from now to next month to be able to come up with the fees, to be able to get to that 70% payment plan, or to pay the whole fees altogether. Yeah. So whilst all this was going on, I had a thought, that it looks like people are not that much interested in school again. People are not interested in education. People are not that much interested in school, because after school, just as our very own finance minister said, Mekaye, there are no jobs. So if I have to pay fees for 4 years, and then after school come home and not get any job, be at home for like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, still no job there. And then why don't I use the money to do something else? And then if I get the profits, I use it to pay the fees. That is what I got from this whole thing. So yes, this is it, guys. Let me know. I want to know your thoughts. I also want to know your thoughts on this whole deferred students, on this whole 70% payment plan, on this whole paying your fees within a semester, on this whole, if you haven't paid your fees, you're going to you're going to be fed. So yes, let me know that in the comment section, and I will see you guys some other time.